everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Emma, and if you're not new here, you probably haven't seen my face in a very long time, which is why we need to address the elephant in the room, or really two elephants in the room. But the first one being that I don't even know the last time I have posted a YouTube video. The last YouTube video I posted was 6 months ago, and this hiatus from YouTube was definitely not planned or necessarily intentional. The reason for my absence is simply that I have just been way too busy with work and life and all the things, and while my passion and what I love doing is creating content and creating videos and reading, I just have not genuinely had time to sit down and film videos like this. That being said, I am hoping that moving into 2026, I will be able to have a more consistent routine with YouTube and at least put out 2 to 3 videos a month. We will see, no promises, but that is my hope and that is my goal. But my absence from this app does not reflect how much I love reading and enjoy creating videos to share on here with you guys about the things I've read. And then the second elephant in the room is literally the room itself. Since I have last posted a video on YouTube, I have completely moved somewhere new and have a brand new library, as you can see from the setup behind me. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. From the little bit of it that you can see, I do have this beautiful wallpaper. Shout out to my mom and my friend Izzy for helping me put this up. And then these gorgeous floating shelves, which shout out to my father-in-law Jason for installing these for me. I had such a vision for this room and it has come together perfectly. So if you guys would be interested in seeing a new updated library tour of what things look like now, I would absolutely love to make that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in it. But I will stop rambling and we're gonna jump into today's video, which, if you read the title or saw the thumbnail, is going to be the biggest book haul ever. Now, I don't know that I actually can claim for this to be the biggest book unboxing to ever exist, but at least for me, this is the most massive book unboxing that I've ever done in one sitting, and it's partially embarrassing why that is. Probably the biggest reason this is such a large unboxing is that some of these packages I have had since before we moved, which was in July. I just have not gotten around to or had the chance to unbox them. And then the second reason is that I intentionally was kind of trying to save up boxes so that I could make a video like this. And it wasn't until the other day when I looked over at my pile and realized the sheer amount of unopened boxes I had that were book mailed that I was like, yeah, now is the perfect time to go ahead and film the video. I'm so excited to have you guys here to open these books up with me. We're gonna start off with the category that is PR book mail, then we're gonna jump into some other book mail I have that I've been accumulating. Quickly, before we dive into opening these boxes, I just want to say a shout out and thank you to all of the publishing companies that have sent me book mail and art copies and all of the amazing things. I genuinely feel so honored to even be considered to receive early release copies or free copies of books. It brings me so much joy to know that these authors and publishers are even considering me, and it just makes me so excited whenever I get to open book mail like this. I'm gonna stop rambling for real this time and we will jump into opening our first book mail package that quite literally says book mail on the cover. This was sent to me by Entangled Publishing, which is one of my favorite publishers to receive book mail from. Genuinely, I have never read a book from them that I did not like. That's not an exaggeration. And it also has a little hashtag on the side that says small town charm. So I'm suspecting maybe a small town contemporary romance, but we shall see. Let's open her up. Ooh, the colors are pretty. The inside of the box says, welcome to Honey Mountain, emotional stories, swoony romance, and a dash of humor. Honey Mountain is a small town with heart. Look how beautiful the packaging is. Can we please just take a minute? The book inside is called Make You Mine. It's by Laura Pavlov, and look how stunning these sprayed edges are. It's like a sunset over mountains on the pages of the book. I don't even know if you guys can see this on camera. Let me get closer. I really want that to focus, and I can't tell if it is, but that is some of the most gorgeous sprayed edges I've ever seen. The short blurb on the back says, a sexy firefighter who doesn't believe in forever, a younger nanny who won't settle for anything less. Don't miss the small town romance readers are talking about. That right there intrigued me. I feel like that's all I need to know. I've really been in my romance era lately, I guess. As you guys know, I'm a big fantasy and romantasy reader, but lately I've been loving myself just like a general contemporary romance, so I feel like this sounds like exactly the type of thing I would want to pick up and read right this second. For our next PR box, we have this black box that says Shield of Sparrows on the outside, and I feel like this is a title that I have already been hearing about and hearing some hype about, so I'm super excited. This one was sent to me by Red Tower Books, which is also a part of Entangled Publishing, and like I just said, I have never read something they sent me that I did not enjoy, so super excited to see what's in here. I have a feeling we're gonna get some romantasy. The inside says, a treaty sealed in magic, a fate born of monsters, a love foretold by legend. Again, so intriguing. The inside covers of these boxes always get me right away with a great hook. It makes me want to pick the book up right now and start reading it. And the book inside is Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. I've been seeing this all over TikTok. People cannot stop talking about it, and I am so excited to finally be able to dive into this and read this. It does look like they sent me the advanced reading copy, which I feel so honored about. I do believe this is out for sale now. Like I said, this book has been sitting in my PR corner for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure the book is released, but I'll put up here if it has or hasn't. The little info card on it says, fear the monsters we make. Journey to a kingdom where myths hunt, legends kill, and survival demands transformation. Enemies to lovers tension, a kingdom of deadly monsters, a heroine who must embrace the darkness. Quite literally, that sounds like everything I love in a romantasy book. Next up, we have more book mail from Entangled Publishing, and given the color scheme on the box, I'm going to assume this is a contemporary romance. Now, I could be very wrong, but that's just my guess, but let's open it and find out. Inside says, summer will never be the same. You don't find love, love finds you. And it has this really cute graphic of some sunglasses. This seems like the perfect summer read, which I'm assuming I probably did receive this in the summer, and it is now December and I'm just now opening it. This book is called What I Should Have Said by Max Monroe. I have actually not heard of this book, but I'm gonna read a little bit on the back to help get an idea of what it is and share with you guys, obviously. It says, he may have let her slip away, but he never stopped loving her. Sigh. Every love story is unique, but when it's the right match, they scorch an unchangeable line onto your soul. Josie and Clay's story is the kind that changes you. Second chance romance, heartbreak and hope, and a hero that won't give up. They're meant for each other, and Clay is bound and determined to prove it. There's a little bit more on the blurb after that, but I feel like that gives me a pretty good idea of what this book is, and I love me a good second chance romance. I have never read anything by this author before, so I'm super excited to read this and see what I think. Next up is a box that I cannot believe I haven't opened sooner, because I just read what it says on the bottom of this box, and this is very clearly from a series that I've been wanting to get into for so long, have heard so much hype about it. A lot of my favorite booktubers and book talkers rave about this series. My mom read it recently and really enjoyed it. So I don't know how I didn't notice before now that that's what this is, but if you guys can't see from that far away, it says Windy City series on the bottom, which I feel like is probably the most talked about sports romance series on the internet currently. It's by Liz Tomford, and I believe it's interconnected standalones, and all of the main male love interests play various sports. So I think there's like a hockey one, a basketball one, a baseball one. I don't know, I might be making up sports right now, but I know they're all kind of different and people love them. So I've been super excited to dive into this series. This was also sent to me by Entangled Publishing. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, you guys, it looks like this is actually what I believe to be the newest book in this series, and it's an art copy, which I cannot believe I received an art copy of one of the most talked about books on the internet right now, and I didn't know about it. This is what I get for trying to save up my mail and for delaying opening packages. The book is Rewind It Back, and the coolest thing about this art copy is that on the front we have the new cover versions, but if you flip it around, this is the old style cover version, so it's kind of giving Madame Morrible, flip it around, Wicked Witch. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? This is actually crazy. I can't believe I am holding an advanced reader's copy of this book in my hands. I feel so grateful. Now I just need to purchase all of the books that come before this in this series so that I can start it and read it. If you have read any of the books in this series, please comment below and tell me what you thought about it. Tell me things that are going to motivate me to read this, because I am genuinely so excited and I feel like I need to move this up sooner on my TBR, but I would love to hear your all's thoughts. This next package is actually not a PR package. This was sent to me by a good family friend of mine from my hometown. She's also a reader and she always shows me so much love and support on my videos, especially on TikTok. I've known her since I was in middle school, so it's so cool now that we can connect over books. But she had reached out and let me know that she had copies of, I think it's 2 books, maybe 1 book, I'm not sure, that she wasn't gonna read or maybe was done reading, I can't remember exactly, and that she was gonna send them to me. So I'm so grateful to be getting these copies. Shout out Luann if you're watching this. Thank you so much. I cannot believe I am just now getting around to opening these books, but again, like I said, your girl has been busy, things have been put off, but I am getting around to opening it right now and I couldn't be more excited. Inside of the first book we have is Drive by Kate Stewart. I have read a few books, I think, by Kate Stewart and really enjoyed them. I feel like Kate Stewart books are the perfect books to pick up when I'm looking for something that's going to be very fast-paced, very entertaining, isn't going to take too much of my brain power, and is like a perfect palate cleanser when I'm like struggling to decide what I want to read. She was also so sweet and included a sticker and a bookmark inside of the book, and the book is signed by Kate Stewart. How cool is that? I'm so excited. Luann, you are seriously the best. Thank you so much. And then you guys, I'm cracking up. Funny enough, the next book that was included in her package is Rewind It Back by Liz Tomford. The book I literally just unboxed like 5 seconds ago. That is so cool and such a funny coincidence, especially because I have been thinking for probably over a year that I wanted to get into this series. So what's the chances that I now have 2 copies of the newest book in the series? Maybe I'll like keep 1 copy for myself and annotate it and then lend out the other copy to friends. I'm not sure. If you guys know anything about me, you know that I love to have multiple copies of books I really enjoy, and I have no doubt that I'm going to be obsessed with this series, so doesn't hurt to have an additional copy. Again, Luann, thank you so much. I feel like this is a sign, like the fact that there is now 2 copies of this in my library is a sign that I need to start this series like yesterday. Our next package is book mail, and it says Monica Murphy on the cover, which is a highly talked about author. I do believe I own a few of her other books, but I have yet to dive into any of them, so I'm excited to open this up and see what it is. The book is You Were Never Not Mine, and once again, guys, if it has cool sprayed edges, I'm gonna talk about it and I'm gonna show it to you. This has the most beautiful hot pink sprayed edge with these bow emblems on it. Again, not sure how well it reads, but it looks phenomenal. It's so cute. I am not sure if this is a part of the Lancaster Prep series. I think that's like her really big series, but I'm assuming it is because the cover art looks similar to some of the other ones. After reading the back, I do believe this is a part of the Lancaster Prep series, which I have not started yet, and I'm not really sure which order this one is. I'm assuming this might be the newest one in that series. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. I believe it's contemporary romance. I'm sure I will love it, and I feel like this series might need to go on my list of 26 books I want to read in 2026, which, by the way, if you guys would want to see a video like that, I made the 25 books for 2025 last year. If you want me to do it again and see the 26 books I'm looking to read in the new year, let me know and I can definitely make a list and share that with you guys. I am super excited to jump into this series, hopefully at some point soon. Next up, we have another box from Entangled Publishing. The outside of this one says it was hate at first sight. So I'm suspecting a little enemies to lovers going on here, which is probably my favorite trope of all time. Let's see what's inside. Inside of the box says, prepare to break all the rules. POV, you swear off hot guys and then get assigned a seat next to this smug football god. Rest in peace to your plans. So looks like maybe enemies to lovers and a sports romance, say less. And the book inside is called Hate to Love You by Tian. Forgive me if I'm completely butchering that name. I have never heard of this book or this author. The very top of the book says it's a spicy romance, and judging on the image that is shown on the front of the book, I kind of had gathered that. Personal preference, I don't love these type of covers, but that doesn't mean that the contents inside aren't gonna be phenomenal. And once again, we have beautiful sprayed edges, but this time we have a horizontal design with this hot pink that goes all the way around and then a script on the outside that says, "I hated him on sight." So I feel like this is gonna be like the perfect smutty enemies to lovers sports romance palette cleanser that I am gonna need to read in between reading like serious fantasy books. And as I am talking right now, a name just popped up to me on the back of this book, and it says Chloe Walsh. If you guys know anything about me, you know that one of my favorite series ever, right here are my babies, is the Boys of Tommen series by Chloe Walsh. And the back of this book says perfect for fans of Chloe Walsh. So that might have just bumped this up on my list even more. Next up, we have this beautiful green and white striped box with the cutest pink bows. And on the outside, it says Pembroke Hills Book Mail. I'm assuming that may be the name of the series. And I'm assuming this was also sent to me by Entangled Publishing, although it does not say anything about that on the outside of the package. So whoever sent this to me, thank you so much. And oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with the little pink and green combo and all the bows. The inside says, "Welcome to Pembroke Hills Country Club. Bad for Business" is the name of the book. It's by Kat Singleton. Loving the cute little cartoon people on the front. I have not ever heard of this book, but once again, you all, with the sprayed edges, I'm always going to call attention to the sprayed edges, and this one I think you all need to see up close and personal. I really hope it focuses, but look at the detailing on that. Like, I am amazed. This book looks adorable, and I think simply for the execution of the packaging and the sprayed edges and the beautiful cover art, it's making me even more intrigued. The top blurb on the back says, "The sexy hate-to-love black cat x golden retriever billionaire romance that's impossible to put down." Okay guys, my TBR is just ever growing because I feel like there's not been a single package I've opened yet that doesn't sound like something I want to pick up and read right now. Moving on, we have a PR package from Sonic. And you may be thinking, Sonic, like the restaurant, what does that have to do with books? But this is a Sonic bookish collab, if I remember correctly, and the package on the outside may not look that exciting, but I have no doubt that what's on the inside is going to be very exciting, so let's open it up and find out together. So we had a box inside a box, and automatically on this image on the cover page, we have a girl reading an Abby Jimenez book. And Abby Jimenez is one of my all-time favorite romance authors, so I'm even more excited about this package. I can't wait any longer. We're cracking it open right this second. Oh my gosh, it is so cute inside, you guys. I'm gonna go through all the goodies that are in here first, and then we'll get to the book after. First, we have this little lemon slice that is a clip. Like, I think it's a hair clip. I could be wrong, but how cute is that? I probably look really stupid. I can't even see myself on the viewfinder, but I think it's adorable. I'm really excited about this. And then we have a little keychain as well with this lemon drink and the Sonic logo. I'm not fully taking this out of the package because I believe this is a car air freshener, and it says fresh like Sonic. Again, it's the cutest little lemon. We also have a Sonic branded tumbler. This is so cool. It says live free, eat Sonic on one side, and then we have that Sonic logo on the other side. I'm super excited about this because I've actually been needing another cup like this. I'm probably gonna use this every single day. Okay, we also have this little red ball. It has the Sonic logo on it and it's wrapped up, but to be honest with you, I'm clueless as to what this is. Oh, it's like a little chapstick. It smells really good too. Oh, this is so cute. It says Sonic has partnered with 3 of the top beach read authors to launch their new sweet topped lemonades. These new beverages are sweet and a little tart, just like your favorite summer romance. It says enjoy these new upcoming books from Abby Jimenez, Christina Lauren, and Ashley Poston. All 3 of my favorites, by the way. And we hope you'll take advantage of the enclosed gift card to try out the new lemonade. That is so nice. Thank you, Sonic. This is like some of the best PR I've ever received. I'm very, very excited. So there's actually 3 books in this box. And like I just said, you guys, those 3 authors I named are some of my favorites ever. I have loved every book I have read by those authors. So I'm just astounded right now at this. The first one is Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston, and one of my favorite things, aside from the beautiful lyrical poetic writing of Ashley Poston, is how beautiful all of her cover art is. I'm obsessed with this bright pink and the yellow and blue contrast with these adorable little cartoon people on the front. I have no clue what this is about. I actually have not heard of this coming out, but I'm very, very excited about it. The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston was one of my favorite books I read in 2024, and I've been looking to read some more of her books, so perfect opportunity right here. Next one inside is The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, which is actually a book I already own, and I think I made it like halfway into it one time and then kind of just forgot to finish it, so maybe this is my sign to jump back into it. Also, I'm very glad to have the paperback version because, like I said earlier, I like to have multiple versions of the same book, and also I just prefer reading paperbacks. I feel like this is the perfect reminder that I need to go back and finish this book because what I had read so far I was really, really enjoying, and I've enjoyed everything else I've read by this author. So The Paradise Problem. And then lastly, we have Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. This is her newest release. I started reading this like the day it came out. That's how obsessed I am with Abby Jimenez. I own a copy of this already, but the copy I do own is annotated so much. Like, let me get it and show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see all the tabs I have in there, but also I highlighted so many things inside the book, and I think I even have written notes inside of it. So this is just like my personal copy that's probably never gonna leave my bookshelf. So this is perfect because with how much I love Abby Jimenez and how much I talk about her books to my friends and family, I'm sure I will have people that want to borrow it. So this can be my lend out copy, and this annotated version is gonna be my stays on the shelf copy. Thank you so much to Sonic and those authors. I am blown away. That's probably one of the coolest PR packages I've ever received. Now we're gonna jump into non-PR package book mail. All of these are gonna be Book of the Month books. And if you don't know what Book of the Month is, it is a monthly subscription book box where at the start of each month, you get to choose your book from a list of pre-selected books. A lot of the times it's like new and emerging authors, which I really enjoy because it like helps me read things that I probably would have either never heard of or maybe wouldn't have gravitated towards naturally before seeing it on Book of the Month. And then it arrives to your house in the cutest little blue book. It is one of my favorite things ever, and I have found some of my favorite reads ever from Book of the Month. This is not sponsored, by the way, but Book of the Month, if you do want to sponsor me, I would say yes in a heartbeat. I feel like I've been manifesting it for at least a year now, and I would absolutely love to partner with you if you're watching this. But I am a little bit embarrassed by the sheer amount of Book of the Month books I have sitting in front of me that have not been opened. I can't make this up, you guys. I have not opened any of these, but we're gonna open them now so that they can live on my shelf and I can actually read them. The funniest part is I probably don't remember what half of these books are, but we're gonna find out together. I am going to try and do these sort of rapid fire so that this video is not too long, and there are a lot of them, so we're gonna go as quickly as I can. The first book is These Summer Storms by Sarah McLean, I think is how you pronounce it. I have no clue the genre. I have literally no clue what this is about. I don't remember picking this out. It says it's a razor-sharp, wild, sexy novel about wealthy New England families' long overdue reckoning and the one week that threatens to tear them apart. Okay, so it sounds like rich people drama, which I love reading about. I'm actually really excited about this and proud of past me for picking this out because it sounds really, really good. And the bookmark it came with says, "Is this spot taken?" Next one. I totally forgot I picked this book out. I can't believe I forgot that I picked this out, but it is The Silver Elite by Dani Francis, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the book the internet could not stop talking about because supposedly it's written by an already extremely popular author who is now going by the pen name of Dani Francis, and people have been trying to make a lot of guesses as to who actually wrote it, and that intrigued me because I want to read it and see if I can make guesses at who I think wrote it. This is a romantasy novel, which I love romantasy, so I wanted to read it either way, and once again, you guys, you knew I was going to say it, beautiful sprayed edges, and the little bookmark that came with it says, "It's been pages since we met." The bookmarks are low-key my favorite part. Moving on, this one looks like it's maybe newer because I feel like the box is less crushed and it's like a brighter blue. I don't know. We have The Second Chance Cinema by Theo Weiss. Not sure the genre of this, but I'm gonna guess maybe historical fiction, maybe magical realism. I am honestly not sure. It says an engaged couple discovers a magical movie theater that challenges what they know about themselves and each other. In this captivating debut, brimming with nostalgia and life-affirming wonder. I am super intrigued by this. It definitely has some magical realism incorporated in there, and I absolutely love a romance with magical realism, so I might be reading this one very, very soon. The bookmark that came with it says, "You paged." Moving on. I have absolutely no recollection of picking this book out, but I'm so glad that I did. It is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. If you don't know V.E. Schwab, she has written a lot of really popular books, but in particular, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. That's actually one of the first books I read when I got back into reading, and I absolutely loved it. I think V.E. Schwab's writing is fantastic, and I totally forgot that she had a new novel, and now I have it. The back says, 3 young women, their bodies planted in the same soil, their stories tangled like roots, one grows high, one grows deep, and one grows wild, all of them grow teeth. That sounds phenomenal. And the bookmark says, "Hi, I'm Mark." We've only got 3 more to go. This one is The Heartbreak Hotel by Ellen O. Clover. Kind of forgot I picked this one out too, but it seems like a cute, sweet contemporary romance. Like I said earlier, I love a good contemporary romance, and also, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a tiny little illustration of a dog on the back of the cover, which I love and is very reminiscent of Abby Jimenez covers to me, so that makes me even more excited to read it. It says, "A bed and breakfast for the brokenhearted might hold the key to another chance at love in this achingly hopeful debut romance." Very excited to get to this one. I feel like this will be a perfect palate cleanser read to pick up when I don't know what to pick up. And the bookmark says, "Plotting my next escape." This box looks like it's seen better days, so let's go ahead and open it. Ooh, this cover is really pretty. I also don't remember picking this one out. Shocker. This is Immortal Consequences by I.V. Marie. Look how stunning that is with the foiling too. The back says, 6 rivals, 1 victor. Eternity is only the beginning. Ooh, I'm very excited. Oh my gosh. And I totally missed the sprayed edges. Look how stunning that is. Is this another one I need to get up close for? I think it is. Are we all seeing this? I'm going to assume this is some type of fantasy, possibly a fantasy romance, but given that the back says 6 rivals, 1 victor, I'm like, do we have a little trials trope going on? Because if so, I always eat that up. The bookmark says the original red receipt. Hilarious. I love the bookmarks, like I said, might be the best part. And then lastly, I know that this is my most recent box. I put it on the bottom on purpose because it literally just came in, so this one I'm not actually opening late. Let's check it out and see what it is. I do for once remember what I picked out with this one. Okay, I lied. This isn't my newest one. I'm really confused because I just got this out of my mailbox like a couple days ago, but I know the December book I picked out is a holiday romance, and this is not that. So maybe my December book hasn't been dropped off yet? Not sure. But let's see what this one is. This is An Academic Affair by Jodi McAllister. And honestly, I do kind of remember picking this out, and I think I was drawn to it just because I thought the cover was cool. I'm pretty sure it's just like an academic rivals, enemies to lovers type of contemporary romance. I love an academic setting in all kinds of books, so I feel like I'm really gonna like this, and I feel like maybe I've been seeing really good reviews of this. I honestly can't remember, but I did think the cover looked cool, and I guess I'm gonna find out what I think when I read it. And the bookmark says, booked for the day. I just unboxed 19 books, which is insane. I'm halfway disappointed in myself for letting these pile up for so long without opening, but also it was kind of fun to open so many at once, minus the mess that's on my floor right now that I'm gonna have to clean up. But I cannot wait to get these put on my shelves, added to my TBR, and read as soon as possible. If you guys have read any of these books, please comment and let me know what you thought of them. If there's any you think I should prioritize getting to sooner, I would love to hear all the opinions. And also, if there's any of these you haven't read that sounded intriguing to you, let me know if there's any of these you're gonna pick up and add to your TBR. That is all for today's video, but stay tuned for some more exciting videos coming soon. I promise I'm gonna get back on my YouTube game. I do have a super fun holiday themed reading vlog planned that's gonna be coming out pretty soon. I will also be doing my end of the year wrap up, which is gonna be super exciting, so be on the lookout for those videos. If you want to see more of my content now, you can head over to my page and go ahead and check out everything else I have posted. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss these videos in the future. You also can head over to my TikTok and Instagram, which will be linked in the description below if you'd be interested in following me over on those platforms. I'm also going to throw my Goodreads down there if you want to follow along in real time of what I'm reading. And if you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching, and that's all for now. Bye guys!